right, but that's a 4 o'clock game.
Is it?
Yeah, they're in Arizona. It's the Mosquito.
Oh.
Incognito Mosquito.
Yeah, we're in LA. Luckily, we are the 4 o'clock game. Oh.
We're live. All right. We are live. Rafferty's.
We are live.
We are live.
Let's get rocking and go rolling. Week 5. I'm wearing the glasses today because yesterday was a rough day.
Yeah, you seemed like you were in Ale House for a long time yesterday, around a bunch of Buckeye fans.
Oh, yeah, and Rays fans. Rays who happen to be Buckeyes fans. Weird they don't cheer for Cleveland.
Well, I'm a real Cleveland Indians fan, so let's not
Guardians.
talk about Thursday night. Worst game ever. This is the worst show ever. Let's vote on the worst game ever.
Yeah.
Most field goals ever.
7.
Russell Wilson was playing with a torn lat, I guess. So we don't have to talk about that game.
No, let's not. It's the one note from that game is that the Broncos have been in prime time 3 times out of the 5 weeks this year. Let's get them out of prime time. They are the worst team to watch. My brother's favorite team. I'm playing him this week in fantasy.
How many more primetime games do the Broncos have?
Hopefully 0.
How many times have we been subjected to this terribleness?
0.
That was so bad. Matt Ryan's bad. Russell Wilson's bad. They can't do anything with Patrick Williams. I mean,
there's got to be better quarterbacks than them in the
who?
world.
Like, let's say you really needed a quarterback right now. Well, who? Cam Newton? Me?
There's got to be someone somewhere doing something. A backup somewhere.
Oh, yeah, Showtime. We're on. We're live.
We're
Our producer's telling us showtime.
Yeah.
We jumped the gun on this one. So, yeah, it is the start of October. The NFL Crucial Catch is starting.
Yep, it's pretty loud in here already at Rafferty's because the game's going on. The Packers game's going on.
A lot of Packers fans. We're giving away a Packers jersey today or something worse.
Yep.
But, yeah, Crucial Catch is starting. So I did run the 5K at the Buck Stadium. The Buck Stadium was all lit up in pink because it was
supporting
dark.
the cause. Breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness. Shout out to my girl Megan, breast cancer survivor. That's right. I ran it in 31 minutes, which I haven't run in 2 months. So
that's pretty good.
The longest 30 minutes of my life. So we can talk about that instead of that stupid game.
You couldn't pay. See, the funny thing about these 5Ks is that you pay to run in the 5Ks. You couldn't pay me to run in a 5K. Like, you couldn't pay me to do that.
Did I share this twice? I will pay you next time to do it. Yeah, I did share this twice.
Well, there's lots of games today. Some more bad.
Games?
I feel like every week there's a ton of bad games, but somehow there's a lot. Just because they're bad doesn't mean they're close. There's a lot of close games as well.
Every time we say it's like the worst week ever, coming games, it ends up being like crazy close. People lose like the Browns last week. So let's start with the. Why don't we really go through the worst games of the week here, because I did make a rundown about 5 minutes ago after I got back from Tampa. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Please, everybody, forgive me. Lions at Pats. Let's start with that game here.
Lions, Pats. Lions have the worst defense in the league.
Third best offense in the league.
Yeah. Even if the Lions had a bad defense, they would still be good.
Stay tuned. We got Brian coming on for a segment soon. And,
Brian,
you hear me?
What's Brian's segment?
Bear down with B-Man.
Bear down with B-Man.
Bear down with B-Man.
So I'm going. It's Pats -3 today with Mac Jones out.
And is it going to be Bailey Zappi? Is that how you say it? Zappi?
I don't even know.
I just think of Zappos, the shoe company.
Yep.
So, but I mean, he did keep them in that overtime game against the Packers, who are playing right now. Lions, no DeAndre Swift, no Chark. Chark is still out. Is St. Brown playing?
He's probably going to play.
He is going to play. But Jamal Williams killed it last week for them. These guys just cannot find ways to win because they give up so many big points to play. Every game they played in has scored at least 52 points this season.
That's the over.
But
I am picking.
My Invisalign out. Official sponsor of the NFL.
I am picking the Lions today to win this game and to cover, obviously, the 3.5.
I have them at 3 + 3.
Yep.
Are the Lions going to win, you said?
Yeah.
All right. You're picking the Lions. Yeah, I don't think the Pats had the really heart into it. Bill Belichick was a mess throwing his headset last week. I mean, a lot of Ramondre today, more Ramondre, a lot of the Lions are terrible against the rush. They're giving up like 200 rush yards a game. A lot of Ramondre, a lot of Harris today. I don't think they'll be throwing it with a third string quarterback there. So I think the Lions get this one in New England.
Wow, nice.
I'm going to go with you on that one, and I did take them.
Have you done your picks yet?
I do my picks after the show.
Oh, you do.
So today I'm actually writing them down so I remember, so I don't have to try to remember. But yeah, Lions are, they got to get one soon. The Pats, I really can't figure them out. I think it's like another kind of rebuilding year for them. I don't know if Mac Jones is the answer there. He's been hurt. But yeah, let's both go with the Lions. They deserve it. Jamal Williams played his heart out last week. He did really, really well for them. Could that be another two-headed monster now when Swift comes back?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Did you totally run our poll question, by the way?
Yeah, my poll question of the day. Make sure if you're watching on my Facebook Live that you can see who's the worst quarterback in the league. Would you go with Justin Fields, the opposite of whoever I like, Terrell Pryor Jr., in other words, Justin Fields, or Jalen Hurts?
So your options are Justin Fields, or Jalen Hurts.
Or whoever.
Or the opposite of what you think?
Yeah. Those are your options today.
All right. Well, I guess it's going to be Justin Fields. I'm going to fuck with that one. All right. So we're both taking the Lions in that one. God, another bad game. Bad games all around.
Titans, commies.
Carson Wentz sucks a lot. Have you dropped him from your fantasy team yet?
I did. I picked up Goff, and Goff killed it for me.
He did kill it for you there. Yeah, these two teams just can't figure it out. Derrick Henry's finally started to get going a little bit there.
Yeah, so something's got to give today. The commies have actually given up 2.2 yards a rush the last 2 weeks against the Eagles and Cowboys, who both have decent rush games. So, and Derrick Henry's getting it going. So are the commies going to give up the more rushing yards to Derrick Henry, or are they going to stop Derrick Henry is really what it's going to boil down to.
Carson Wentz is number 2 in the league, taking 17 sacks already this year. So that offensive line is doing nothing. We do have Brian Robinson is back on the roster, right? I don't think he's playing today.
No.
I saw a good, did you tweet me this? It was Antonio Gibson walking to a special teams meeting. I'm back. Because Brian Robinson will be playing soon. But yeah, I don't even know who I want to pick this game. It's a pick 'em right now.
It's a pick 'em. I'm gonna pick Tennessee just because I'm going anti-commies.
I think I'm gonna take the Commanders just because of the home team. I
There you go.
really have no good. I mean, they have a lot of Ohio State guys. Curtis Samuel has been the highlight of that team so far this year.
A lot of the experts are picking the commies to win this game as well. So,
All right. I will take the Commies in this game as well. It's just a lot. This is really confusing for me right now, being so loud. We don't have our microphones for everyone.
We don't
to
even
be
know.
Talking. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, so again, this is going to be probably the worst of all the worst shows. I haven't had my ADHD meds in 3 weeks because there's a shortage nationally, so I'm all over the place. So I apologize, everybody. But yes, take the Commanders. I do have a nice little parlay going today, $25 to win 1,100.
I have a 4-gamer going as well, which actually incorporates our next game.
Oh, okay. Well, nice little segue there.
Nice little segue.
That's not a segue for you that are not as fancy
Radio
as
magic.
Us. Yeah, not as professional as we are. Yeah, the Seahawks and the Saints. So Geno Smith is leading the league in completion percentage right now.
He has the highest completion percentage in NFL history through a team's first 4 games. They are plus 5.5 today against the Saints, and the Saints are obviously without some of their weapons like Michael Thomas. Kamara's going to give it a go, I think. But
Jameis is out.
Jameis is out. So I'm going Seattle here today to obviously, same with the Lions, to cover and win.
Why didn't you tell me that when I was making my parlay?
Well, I didn't look at my parlay. I looked at mine after you made the picks.
Yeah, Kamara's going to be back. I think it's going to be the Kamara show. No Michael Thomas. Chris Olave has been doing some things, but Jameis likes to air it out. Is it going to be Taysom Hill starting at quarterback, or?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We really prepared for this show. I have no idea who's starting at quarterback.
Andy Dalton's starting.
Wait, we got some news. Davian Clowney and Myles Garrett will both play today. Where's my Myles Garrett jersey? I did bring it with me today. So we'll talk about that game later. But yeah, breaking news, both Browns edge rushers will be back in there. Daniel Jones is wearing a great. Oh, Daniel Jones looks like Tom Brady running around out there.
It's like a wounded giraffe.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. They get the first down. Seahawks at Saints. Yeah, the Seahawks are like all of a sudden kind of coming together. DK Metcalf was all over Okuda last week. Okuda looks like
I've been picking against Seattle all year, and I've been wrong a lot of the time. So 3-1.
I don't know. I can't.
2-2, so I'm going to go with them today.
I can't pick them because their defense has been so abysmal this season. They are, it's like not the Legion of Boom that it used to be there.
No.
So, Geno Smith is doing some good things. They're kind of reminding the Lions a little bit. They're putting up points. They're doing big plays. They have action going on, and then the other team gets the ball, and they can't do anything there. Yeah, you're almost up, Brian. Yeah, 6-1. We have Bear Down with B-Man coming up, and he's really excited about it. So, yeah, Saints. I just got to take the Saints at home. I don't know. Seahawks are always poor going on the road. I don't know. It's in the stadium, the dome there. We got the Saints fans coming out.
So you're taking the Saints?
I'm taking the Saints. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling the Saints today. I know Geno Smith, man. Where's he coming from out here? Sorry, you're not being able to see our things here.
Dolphins, Jets.
Oh. This is the Mike Shanahan coaching tree game. Here we got Salah and Mike McDaniel. Who Mike McDaniel just looked like a kid who was going to be in trouble after school for playing Tua. Teddy Bridgewater did come in. You know, Teddy Bridgewater is so efficient. Every time he's a backup, he does well. He came in and won a bunch of games for the Panthers last year, 2 years ago. I really like Teddy Bridgewater. So people are picking him up in fantasy now. He was able to complete passes that Tua was not able to complete. I just don't think you're going to see those long shots downfield to Tyreek and Waddle.
He's 2-0 all time against the Jets. The Dolphins have the best record in the NFL since Week 9 of last year. Them and the Chiefs are both 11-2 since that time. Obviously, the Tua situation was stupid. Everyone knew he was concussed 4 days before that game and knew it was only a matter of time before he was going to get concussed again, and he was. And he's talking about coming back soon. I think he just needs to sit out for a year.
That was like the Baker Mayfield mentality last year. Just don't play hurt. If you play hurt, you're hurting your team. I know you want to get out there. I know you're an athlete. But, first of all, you're hurting your health. Like, one more concussion, the guy could be,
dead.
Paralyzed or dead. Yeah. And I know you want to play, but just let them win one for the Gipper. Let your boys go out there and do it for you. Yep. And it's tough when you're an athlete. Jets, we saw the Zach Wilson start last week.
Yeah, they came back against the Steelers. Steelers are pretty bad.
They're very bad.
but I think it's going to be a Breece Hall show today for them.
I like the Wilson to Wilson. Garrett Wilson didn't have a great game last week, but I think they're going to find that chemistry. The Jets, compared to 2 years ago, are a completely different team, and they
got some weapons. They're actually on the up and up. It's looking like Zach Wilson started the last game looking terrible last week, but he got a couple drives down the stretch to obviously bring him back and win that game.
I like to compare Zach Wilson to our show. We started off terrible, and it's just like a mess. By the end, we actually have some good points to make, good things to say. So we're the Zach Wilsons of podcasting.
Is that what it is?
That's what I like to call ourselves here.
Why don't you show everyone the audience here?
Yeah, we do have a good crowd here today, and I think we have a working camera if I had a working mouse.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we got
lots of Packers fans.
We got a lot of Packers fans upstairs, downstairs.
Bartenders.
There's Tamara.
Say hi, Tamara.
Tamara, wave to the camera. There's Tamara. Her Bills are a 14-point favorite today. And the Bills going to cover the 14 points today. She said, circle the wagons. Hell yes.
I bet him to cover. There you go.
Remove. Yeah, there we are. Taylor's pretty face.
But I'm going
This one's a tough
going
one.
Dolphins today.
Are you in Dolphins? I don't know. I think the Dolphins are kind of sliding. The Jets have a little bit of momentum. They're excited. They're back at home. I'm going to go opposite you, and I'm going to take the Jets. I do got to give a shout out to my nephew's father, my sister's boyfriend. I don't know what he is. King. He got 2 picks right last week in our pick'ems. 2. I don't know what the hell he picked, but he only got 2 games right.
I think even if you don't know how to pick, you can get more than 2
games. So, yeah, King, shout out to you. Worst picks ever. And that's why I'm thinking I'm making the worst picks ever right now. I'm picking the Commanders, Saints, and Jets, and Lions. We're going to pick them.
What?
What is this, like 10 years ago? God, it's the worst picks ever. All right, I'm picking the Jets. You're picking the Dolphins? And I don't like betting against Teddy Bridgewater coming in as a backup. He usually does pretty good there. So, all right. Moving along now, the 0-3-1.
The game of the week that I'm not watching, Texans Jags.
I feel bad, Eagles fans. I picked the Jags last week. I forgot until one of you Eagles fans came and found me on Main Street on Friday night and told me that. And I'm sorry. I apologize. Trevor Lawrence, the first player since 1979 to lose 4 fumbles in a game.
Yeah, that rain. Jags would have won that game if it wasn't raining. It was all the rain's fault. Ball was slipping out of his hands. They were stopping the run initially, and then they were slipping and sliding all over the place. So the Eagles got pretty lucky last week. The Eagles are obviously we're going to get to them in a minute. But Jags, I think, are still doing good with stopping the run. Obviously, the Texans are abysmal. Davis Mills isn't that great.
I mean, they're two second-year quarterbacks here, too, Davis Mills and Trevor Lawrence, which are kind of veering the other way. The highlight of the Texans last week was Damian Pierce. Finally got it going on my fantasy bench in one league. But, yeah, he finally got it going. The Texans are
Damian Pierce is coming off his first 100-yard game.
Yeah, he's finally getting it going. We talked about him a lot.
And you wanted to trade him.
I didn't want to trade him. Somebody wanted me to trade him, and I said absolutely not. Thank God, because no, but we need people to go fill out tickets, and my ticket guy's not doing it.
Who's the ticket guy? Brian, are you the ticket guy?
Him.
Whoa, the ticket guy.
We're giving away a signed jersey, so everyone's got a
signed jersey today and a worst pint glass ever.
You don't know what team. Hi, Mark. Mark's here early. It's great. Rafferty's did open at 9:30 today for these Packers fans. The Eagles fans are probably upset about that. But going back to this, the Texans have won 8 straight against the Jags, which is not surprising because Deshaun Watson was their quarterback for a while there. So I'm taking Jacksonville this one. What do they say?
I'm taking Jacksonville as well.
Yeah, I think they have too much talent on that team. They were playing great until that rain game. The poor Texans, they're really, really trying. I mean, when Brandon Cooks is getting nothing and Nico Collins is your next best guy, that's tough there. I think you feel bad for the Texans, but yeah, I got to take the Jags this one. They're coming back.
One stat going against the Jags is that Trevor Lawrence is the worst under pressure quarterback.
Oh yeah, he's terrible under pressure. His rating is I looked up this morning. I can't tell you what it was, but he's
76
great.
points lower
Under pressure.
Yep.
And he's been pressured a lot, but yeah, they got too much talent there. They're going to be okay, I have a feeling. Let's do a worstie. I got a question for you.
Okay.
So we're about a quarter through the season now, and we decided to name our NFL awards the worsties.
Yes, the worsties. Okay.
I want to know what your worst first round fantasy draft player was.
Worst first round fantasy
your Jonathan Taylor, your Derrick Henry, your Christian McCaffrey, your Travis Kelce's, Cooper Kupp's. Who is the worst guy that was high?
It's got to be Kamara to this point.
With injury.
What?
What's the name and
Name
calling. And $100 to D-Rock. I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey. He's played in every game, but he's been okay, but he's not the Christian McCaffrey getting the touchdowns, getting the yards, getting the catches out of the backfield, the PPR points. And he is mine, so maybe I'm a little biased here, but everyone's saying if he stays healthy, it's fine, but I'm just not impressed with Christian McCaffrey. I thought he was going to be having more. Jonathan Taylor, you could say, like I said, he was going to lose some of those yards. He also was injured. Then Nyheim Hines gets that injury in the first play of the game last week. But are you looking at fantasy picks?
No, I'm looking at who's the worst quarterback in the league, because guess what? Who's up next?
Oh. So who's yours? Alvin Kamara?
Yeah, I'm going to go Kamara.
Yeah, I wish I kind of would have taken Saquon Barkley second. I kind of thought that, but if you have an idea for a worstie award, let us know. We're always looking for ideas, things like that. It's our favorite part of the day.
Bear down with B-Man.
Bear down with B-Man. Brian, the Bears are going to Minnesota today. Okay, well, first tell us about the Bears in Minnesota.
All about Justin Fields.
Is he good or bad?
Good.
He's good. Okay.
Wow.
Good.
Can you help me with this?
Yes. Ryan has a trivia question. He wants to know. You can look
Oh.
from the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah, from the Super Bowl,
The sack man.
the sack man coming in. Yeah, I'm your man. Who?
So in the Super Bowl Shuffle song, he says, "The sack man's coming. I'm your man." Who is your man?
Richard Dent.
Oh, chicken dinner. You win a podcast with me. First prize ever.
Of what? It's not on.
Bears Vikings today.
Bears Vikings.
Vikings are -7.5 in this one. Justin Fields still next to last in the league of being the worst quarterback ever. somehow his coaching staff is saying he's improving every week, which I don't know how they say that because he's got the most incompletions, he's got the highest interception percentage.
Listen, man, Justin
What's that?
Fields. If you had an O-line or a receiver or somebody to
or
throw to,
an accurate arm, he'd be good.
I mean, he did have an accurate arm at Ohio State. He was surrounded by, the Chris Olaves of the world.
I just remember that game against Indiana where he just kept throwing picks after picks after picks.
Ohio State constantly struggles against Indiana. I don't know, but if Michigan struggled a little bit against Indiana yesterday. But when you're surrounded by 5-star recruits, yeah, you're great. He's at Georgia, he's at Ohio
State. Yeah, because
they're
wide open every play.
But I almost can't even watch college football anymore. It is so bad that, you have your good teams, and then that's it, with CJ Stroud. Did Miami win yesterday?
No.
Look, it's a Bears game. We just decided to go into college football. That's how bad the Bears are.
Yeah, now that the Bears are on, we're talking about the Bears. I'm obviously going Vikings here because the Bears are terrible. David Montgomery may play.
But Khalil Herbert has been a bright spot for them coming in.
Yep.
Probably the only bright spot of the Bears. Roquan Smith has been good.
He did complete a long pass to Mooney last week for about 40 yards.
And Bellis Jones, they were excited about Jones Jr. coming back, and he really didn't do much. I don't know. I just think that Justin Fields is too talented. I'm listening to a podcast this morning. We're talking about if Fields going to be a quarterback next year, so they start benching him now. I'm like, the guy isn't a fair chance. It's almost like Cleveland, where you bring in a quarterback and put nobody around him and ruin the guy's career, and then he never plays again. But, yeah, I think I got to take the Vikings in this one. There's just too much talent there. Justin Jefferson finally started to go off a little bit last week. They're coming back from London. They're back home in U.S. Bank Stadium.
This is a good game for Justin Fields. If the Justin Fields backers think he's going to do good, the Vikings have given up the 7th most passing yards in the league.
But Justin Fields has completed 35 passes in 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't attempted that many either, to be honest with you, but yeah, it's not good.
So you going with Bears?
I got to go with the Vikings this one. My boyfriend is a Bears fan, and he even knows. He got all decked out. Bears, that's adorable. But yeah, I'm going with the Vikings. Screw the Bears. It's a 7.5-point game. I almost want to pick the Bears to cover. I think the Vikings are starting to figure out. So week 5, these teams all kind of figuring it out now. Yeah, I got to pick the Vikings in this one. We're just flying through this today. I just think it's loud in here, so I'm like,
it is very loud.
It's loud because it's loud. All right, here's my game.
Browns.
As I said, Clowney and Garrett will be back, which we were missing them last week. The Browns could be 4-0 right now if they didn't find ways to lose in the last 2 minutes of the Jets game and the Falcons game. I cannot believe.
Chargers are only favored by 1.5 in this game.
I can't believe. Well, it's in Cleveland. They're going West Coast. No Joey Bosa for the Chargers. They need to get Amari Cooper a little bit more involved. Nick Bosa's on the. I know my Bosa brothers better than anybody.
Yeah, no Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's played well, so it's going to be a lot of Mike Williams. But, I mean, Jacoby Brissett had a bad game last week. I expect him to bounce back. He has been in position. Nick Chubb.
Touchdown, Giants.
Gary Brightwell. Good old Gary Brightwell getting the touchdown for the Giants.
Never heard of him.
He's my favorite player in the Giants now. Thank you. We just pulled it in. You just come out here, you fill out a raffle ticket, you win free stuff.
We give away free stuff every week. Every week, free stuff.
Mark. Yeah.
Everybody thought they saw their name.
It's just Mark's name. That's getting a little crowded in here. We got more people coming in. There's Jess's sister. It's a beautiful day outside. What's that? Oh, we had some scratchies. I think I have some money today. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett, bad game last week, but he really has been managing. Like I said, it's going to be the Nick Chubb Kareem Hunt show today. Chargers are having a lot of trouble stopping the run. We do need to get Amari Cooper a little bit more, but I do like the chemistry between Joe and Brissett. 2 games in a row where they've really connected there. It's been really good. I got to take my Browns at home. I mean, we could be 4-0. If we just don't lose, there's 3 minutes of football that we just lost it on that interception last week.
The only way I see the Browns winning is if Clowney and Myles Garrett create some havoc in the backfield for Justin Herbert. I'm going Chargers today just because they found ways to, without Keenan Allen last week, they finally started getting Eckler involved. They got 3 touchdowns last week. I just think Chargers are the better team all around. Obviously, you guys need a run game and you need Clowney and Garrett to win. So I can see it going.
But
I can
Denzel
see
Ward had a great game last week. I mean, without those guys, Denzel Ward really stepped up on the defense. Without that interception by Brissett, we win the game.
Yeah, I can see you guys winning, but I'm going Chargers.
I think we picked almost every game differently.
No, we both picked the Lions.
The Commanders.
We both picked the Jags and Vikings.
Okay. Yeah, we are doing the runyourpool.com pickups as well. You can find that on Worst Sports Show Ever. You can find that on any of our. Yeah, by the way, go to worstsportsshowever.com. Follow us on Facebook. Well, if you're watching this, you should be following us. You can follow Taylor Meadville Sucks.com. I'm going to buy that website anyways. Just going to buy it for our show. I got to take Browns. Can't go against my Brownies. Even though I am wearing Bucs stuff today, I do have my Garrett jersey here. So, speaking of the Bucs, I saw Tom Brady's parking spot. I got to run on the field. He ran on. Tom Brady was not there. Soon to be single Tom Brady.
What does he have to give up half his parking spot?
I think she has to give up half of hers.
Oh, well, she makes more money.
Hey, it doesn't matter about what happened before the marriage. Only what you built together.
Oh.
I learned that recently.
Or just never get married. How about that?
I'm going to Paris in 2 weeks.
What a 1300 medieval tradition that makes 0 sense. Let's talk marriage.
Taylor likes to go out the love in his life, just so I know himself. 2 loves in life, himself and little Taylor.
That's it. Single dad life forever.
Best single dad ever. I gotta give you props on that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Not the worst dad ever.
Not the worst dad ever, except you are raising him to be a Cowboys fan, which is the worst move ever. Your kid's gonna have to be a Cowboys fan the rest of his life, and Blue Jays.
And Maple Leafs and Raptors.
When's the next Blue Jays game?
It's in March, I believe.
That would be spring training?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably do that.
So speaking of the Bucs, yes, Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons that just seem to stay in every game and beat my Browns last week. They are a 10-point underdog right now, which I don't understand why, because the Bucs are missing still a lot of guys on offense.
Julio's going to be out.
Julio's out. Cameron Brate's out. Russell Gage is out. I'm not even sure. I mean, the best defense in the league got lit up by Patrick Mahomes last week. I mean, they could not do anything. It was tough. Patrick Mahomes finally figured out his way. I think the Chiefs was almost, to me, the first 4 weeks were preseason of them, and now they just, I'm never going to go against Patrick Mahomes. But the Bucs are struggling. Do you think? I hate talking about Tom Brady and his marriage because that's personal life. I'm not talking about my relationship on this show. It almost seems like it is affecting him, though, a little bit.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I mean, on that field, I don't think he's passing the ball thinking about Giselle, but I mean, in his practice, his strategy, I was at the Bucs training facility at 4:30 or 5:30 this morning, 6:30 this morning, and Tom Brady was not there at 6:30 this morning. I'll say that much. The parking spot was empty.
I am going to pick the Bucs to win this game, but I am picking the Falcons to cover that 10 points.
Falcons covered in every single game this year, especially the 2 they won that they weren't supposed to win. I mean,
they have a very creative run game with Algier and Algier.
Yeah, no Cordell Patterson on IR, but only for like 4 weeks. I thought IR was used to be you got to be out
for the year.
Yeah, the whole year. And I saw him on IR, dropping. It's you should be back in 4 weeks. So yeah, I got to take the Bucs in this one too at home. But I'm definitely, I did put money on the points. Sorry, Mom. I don't gamble. It's big money. The Packers, man. Let's talk about this real quick. 20-20 against the Giants in London.
Fourth quarter.
Packers were tied, went overtime. Are the Packers bad?
They're just not as good as they've been the past couple of years. Without Devontae,
Randall Cobb's literally been catching all the balls from today. Lazard did have that first touchdown. Tannen's been
big third down and 10.
3rd and 10. Let's see what happens here. Brian's giving.
Oh, it was going deep.
Oh, Lord.
Looked like interference, but
no, his back. He was. We got a good game going on in London. I think the Bucs are the Bucs in Germany next week.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. Yeah. Germany game going on. Oh no, that's in November because I signed up to win tickets and I'll be like,
he almost caught it off his back.
Yeah, we got a good game going on now on NFL Network. If you don't have NFL Network, you get to Rafferty's because it's on the TVs here and the sound, as you can hear. I hope you guys can hear us. Taking the Bucs.
They fumbled it. Oh, it went out of bounds.
All right. Now only 14 points. Is it 14 or 14 and a half spread today?
14.
14. I like this though. Kenny Pickett led Pickett to Pickens. Could that be the thing?
Pickett
Your
to
boy,
Pickens.
Pickett to Pickens. Kenny Pickett's first start today. He did come in after they benched Trubisky, which I'm surprised they kept Trubisky in
And
for.
Pickett threw 2 picks last week. Speaking of, and I'm not picking them today. I'm picking
Worst pun ever.
lots of picking puns.
Yeah, the dad jokes. Yeah, I'm picking the Bills all day, every day.
Bills, I'm taking them with the 14
I
too.
mean, they did look a little vulnerable in Miami a few weeks ago, but they were missing half their defense right there.
Yeah, Poyer came back last week.
Yeah, the Bills are just you're taking them with the Bills at the points.
And the points.
Cool. And it's back in Orchard Park. The Bills are going to right the ship. Josh Allen is going to kill it for me in today fantasy. I don't have much more to say about this game. The one good sprite this Alex Hightower, Highsmith. I don't call him Hightower, Highsmith. And he's stepping up well for TJ Watt. He's one of the defensive leaders, one of the sacks leaders in the NFL right now, and that's really the only bright spot of this team. So yeah, Bills. I don't know about the points, but I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, the Steelers just have a terrible offensive line.
Yeah, this is got to be a rebuilding year for them, which is fine because the Steelers are good consistently every single year. So it's nice as a Browns fan.
This will be Tomlin's first losing season as a coach in a decade and a half. So it'll be.
He's never been under 500.
Never.
It's crazy, and he's pissed. The eyes are getting bigger.
Yeah.
They see better. Yeah, Bills all day.
But it was time for a changing of the guard. I mean, Trubisky just wasn't playing good enough to stay in there because he wasn't making any difference. And obviously, the change quarterback's not going to make a difference for them results-wise, but it'll be good.
I do like that they
long
didn't
term.
start Pickett, though, week 1. I hate when they do these rookies week 1 and they just ruin them. Like, let him sit behind, even a veteran, even though he's not good, a guy who's been in the league for a few years and see a few things instead of just going out there. Even he's like with Zach Wilson, we saw, he was like a deer in headlights those first few plays. So, yeah, I got to go to the Bills with this one. Now, here's my question to you. The Chiefs were good against Bucks last week. They kind of figured out their way. And the Chiefs and the Bills, is that right there defending?
That's an AFC championship matchup. It seems like they're on a collision course for that. Obviously, whoever wins that game will be playing my Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Actually, your Cowboys are not looking bad. We'll get to that game in a little bit there. But this game I don't like. I don't like this game at all. Although, thank you. The 49ers are going to Carolina to play the Baker Mayfield-led Panthers. 49ers defense is out of this world. I need a 22 point. Have any team scored 22 in fantasy in our league ever? Defense? Defense is 22 is a lot in our league because our defenses score low. I needed 22 points. I'm sure Tabitha's not watching this. She's probably sleeping in San Diego right now. But that last fumble.
You're down a point and a half.
I got a point and a half, and I won my game against Tabitha.
No, you were down 3. You were down 2.5 points, and you got the sack and the fumble.
That's right.
So you got 3
and
points.
I also want to say everybody in our fantasy league sucks here at referees because I got the Steelers or the 49ers defense last pick of the. Everybody else had picked the defense for them.
I picked mine up week to
For
week.
some reason, this feels like a game Baker Mayfield's going to come out and win.
What?
Like, he does this. After watching him for so many years, I just know the West Coast team going East Coast is always hard. 49ers went out in a great, and it's like literally the East Coast. Like, it's not like going to Cleveland. It's literally going to the East Coast. Baker always pulls out some stupid game he's not supposed to win. McCaffrey made up with the game. It's home. And 49ers are what, 6? -6, I think. Let's see with the real big one there. Wow, it's like a game. We should end the show so people can watch the game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if Baker woke up feeling dangerous today, he's only dangerous of losing his job and getting out of the league. I mean, that's about as dangerous as he should feel because they haven't replaced him in Carolina yet because they don't have anyone to replace him with. They drafted a quarterback from Ole Miss. He got hurt in the preseason. He's out for the year. Sam Darnold out for pretty much the year. So they don't really have a backup to replace him with. I could see Jimmy G playing in Carolina, maybe when Trey Lance comes back next year.
They want Teddy Bridgewater back. Teddy Bridgewater as a starter. I think he won like 7 games for them. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey needs to be a little bit more involved. Baker's such an egomaniac that, like, you have one of the best running backs in the league. And I mean, it's play calling as well. I don't know if Matt Rule's going to be the coach next year.
No, he should be done too.
Yeah. 49ers, Nick Bosa's killing it right now, leading the league in sacks, which I had to look up this morning. Just found that out.
I thought you were going to ask the audience a question.
Oh, well, we don't ever allow microphone today, so it's hard to ask the audience questions.
Yeah, we're not live at Rafferty's. We're just online.
I know. Carl won't give us microphone. Although Brian did say our show is more important than this game.
Daniel
Daniel
Jones
Jones making another rush.
lowering the shoulder
I
and
know. He might
getting
have
rocked.
25 rushes right now. It's a pretty good game.
Brian with the Matt Forte jersey.
Great show. Okay, game. Yeah, I don't know. I can see Baker winning it, but that's.
Pick them then.
It's gonna make me mad because I'm gonna not pick them and they're gonna win. I'm picking them. Now they're gonna lose.
I'm picking the 49ers.
Wait, I'm picking every home team. I gotta take the 49ers.
Yeah, you took the Lions.
I took the Lions 49ers, taking all the other home teams. Okay. I'm gonna take a home team again here.
Now the rest of these games are actually going to be good games.
Yeah, except this one.
Yes.
Okay. We got another AFC North matchup. We have the
Wildcat.
Oh, that was a one on the Wildcat.
Flag.
Flag on the play. The Cincinnati Bengals seem to be figuring out a little bit, but it seems to be the T. Higgins show, not the Jamar Chase show, which, I mean, obviously he's getting covered by the best corners and safeties there. So at the Baltimore Ravens, which is the Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins show, Mark Andrews. I don't know. I want them both to lose because then the Browns will be in first place. A tie.
I mean, you guys won't
good.
finish last. The Steelers are going to finish last.
If you're not first, you're last.
That's true.
That's what my
That's
boyfriend
what-
told me
that's
before
why
my race this morning.
The Blue Jays made the playoffs. Well, they didn't lost right away, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a division rivalry here. You got Joe Burrow going up
I
against
don't
Lamar
even know
Jackson.
who I picked to win this game.
Well, I haven't picked anybody yet.
Okay, keep talking about them so I can look to see who I picked.
Yeah, the Bengals seem to be figuring it out a little bit, but I just think the Ravens are too good. I think that, like I say every single week, Lamar is playing for the biggest contract that a quarterback will ever get. With Patrick Mahomes, I think got the biggest one so far. No, Deshaun Watson has the biggest one so far, the guy who hasn't even played yet. But I'm going to take the Ravens in this one. I just think that the Bengals still haven't figured out the offensive line is kind of coming together. But Jamar Chase has got to get going. You can't rely on T. Higgins. Joe Mixon's been okay, a little quiet back there. I just like the Ravens at home. I think they've been doing everything they need to do in these games, and I'm picking all the home teams anyway. So
I'm picking the Bengals. I think they're right in the ship at the right time. Obviously, it makes my Cowboys beating the crap out of them a little bit better when it shows that. I think they're coming together. I think the first few weeks they were kind of trying to figure it out, especially with the receivers with Jamar being covered a lot. I felt Burrow last year kind of relied on him a lot. So, but now, like you said, T. Higgins is getting involved.
you
They're
can
spreading it around.
Boyd there. You see, Boyd's on
Their defense is playing better. Obviously, Lamar has been awesome this year to start. A lot of Mark Andrews, a lot of running the ball. I feel like it's gonna be one of the best games of the day. It's gonna come down to the end. I mean, this game right here is gonna. Saquon touchdown. 6 minutes left in this game. Giants up 7.
Brian.
Glad I
Our
got those
B-man's over here
Packers-
talking
that
crap to the
Packers defense.
Packers fans. Yeah, Packers defense. Giants are beating the Packers 26-20. That's wild. In the Packers bar here. You know, the Ravens had a bad loss against the really bad loss against the Dolphins there. Their defense was just a little bit better. I think the Ravens would be a very, very scary team that would contend for the.
Yeah, their
AFC.
secondary is a little rough. I don't know what Marcus Peters is doing back there.
Oh, well, you know what? Their secondary is a bunch of guys who were Pro Bowlers 5 years
Yes,
ago.
yes.
It's a problem. It's a bunch of washed up guys. It's like the Legion of Boom 5 years after Legion of Boom was good, you know?
Yes, exactly what it is.
So it's tough there, but I do think the Ravens, I just trust them at home there.
Bengals. We have a very vast dichotomy of picks between you and me.
Oh, we do. It's because I'm smarter than you.
Are you going with Kristin or are you going with me today?
That'll be
Who are
the.
you going with?
I mean, I'm just delirious right now. I did go to bed before 10 p.m. last night, which is probably the first time in 12 years I did that. So sorry, everybody looked like shit today.
I drank a lot of wine.
What kind of wine? Was it Yellowtail Pinot Grigio?
That was until it ran out, and then I switched to a bottle of red wine. Oh, Carl's here. Carl Rafferty.
here.
We're almost on his Raiders game. They play Chiefs Monday night.
And
Oh,
he is flying home today. Yeah, he's not staying for Monday Night Football. And I Mike around and asked me why. I said, because he's the cheapest man I know. You're not paid for Monday Night Football tickets. You'd rather watch it at his house.
are you guys got off the schneid last week? Are you guys going to win?
First Schneid reference today.
Yes.
Shocked the world against the Chiefs.
Whoa.
Oh,
G,
you're there first.
G said that he's bringing in 20 linemen working on the polls.
For the 4 o'clock.
What kind of poll? Not the poll I work on.
Oh.
All right, yeah, we got these.
Anybody pick this?
Yeah, I picked the Packers.
Well, our picks on our Run Your Poll don't start until the 1 o'clock games, so you don't have to worry about these 9:30 games or Thursday night games. You can pick them right now. Get on runyourpoll.com,
Win
sports
stuff.
forever, win stuff, a prize basket. We are going to give away overall winner with record and then the highest percentage winner, but you have to have a minimum of 8 picks in there, 8 weeks in there. So you only have to pick half the season, less than half the season, and you
Yep.
can still win a prize. All right, your game, the
Oh.
Cooper Rush. I'm excited about this game. What is the spread on this one?
5.5.
And I took the Cowboys minus 5.5.
Well, it's not Cowboys minus 5.5. It's Cowboys plus
I mean,
5.
plus 5.5. Yes, sorry.
Obviously, I'm taking Cowboys plus 5.5. Our defense is looking just awesome.
Cooper Rush has really filled in nicely for you guys. Your defense is amazing.
He's a great game manager. He's making the right reads. He's not just relying on his first read like Baker does or Justin does. And just throws
Just
it
staring out his receiver and just
Yeah.
throwing it that way.
No,
And I mean, Tony Pollard and Zeke are lining up to be a nice little two-headed monster. Pollard's having a great season, actually.
yeah, he's been sick all week, but he did make the trip.
Oh, they meant he's been sick all year, rushing that ball.
No, he's actually ill, and he's making.
Bye, Patty. Thank you.
Bye, Patty.
Our best fan. I'll let you know if you win.
But but he did make the trip out to LA, so I think it'd be good. Stafford's been sacked a lot. He's been obviously throwing a ton of picks.
Yeah, what is going on with this Rams team? They were so dominant last year, and they really are just seem to be trying to figure things out, but they can't get it. I mean, the defense is not what they were. Losing Von Miller, I think, is huge. I think he was a huge leader on that defense, and you see what he's doing in Buffalo, and they're really missing him there. Stafford's taking, what did they say about Baker doing those? Stafford's taking way too many pizza commercials or something like that.
He's LA'd.
He is LA, made that 18 commercial.
They're down. Tanyan.
Somebody's going to be going home with his jersey today.
Big Bob Tanyan. We may be giving out a signed Bob Tanyan jersey today.
Mo, is your name in the box? So if you win, we can give it away another week. It's called cheating.
But who are you picking? Cowboys or Rams?
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I
the
gotta
cover.
go.
So I have betting all the underdogs today.
I'm taking the Cowboys. I think you guys have it figured out. Cooper Rush knows what he needs to do. He doesn't need to do anything crazy. Get it to Zeke, Gallup's back again.
Yeah, he had a
How's
touchdown
your
last week.
October doing?
He hasn't
That
done
much.
anything.
He's supposed to be like your rookie, maybe he'll break out though. But yeah, you got Gallup back. I don't know. They seem to be doing everything right. They're playing safe. They're playing,
Yep.
it's not anything crazy. And you watch the games more than I do. But I'm not going to pick the Rams until they start proving to me that they're that dominant team of last year. So
Nice.
Oh, we had the Eagles and Cards. Except,
We're up here in the Eagles' nest. It's
we're in the
now.
Eagles' nest. It's a little warm in the Eagles' nest. Let's
It
probably
is.
close the doors. I smell. Oh, that's the race. My Browns fans here. Our one Browns
yeah.
fan that comes every week. There are more Browns fans than that around here. I think all the Cleveland people are wearing Guardian stuff these days. But
Corey's a Browns fan.
nope.
Corey.
Oh yeah, Corey's a Browns fan. He's here every week. Eagles at the Cardinals. We got the Mosquito, your favorite Mosquito, Kyler Murray. We're
Terrible.
at one of the worst defenses in the league. I mean, they're just
JJ Watt's only one with a sack on their team or something.
yeah, they're so bad. I mean, the only reason they won the one game was Kyler Murray ran 84 yards on a 2-point conversion. And the Eagles look real good. I'm sorry, Eagles fans, for picking against you last week, although they probably would have lost without the rain.
Eagles are the only undefeated team left.
How many votes we got?
None for Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
None for anybody yet. 0 negative reviews on this show.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. I haven't checked the reviews lately. There's probably a lot more. You can review us on Google or on our website and things like that. Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles this one. No doubt about that. They're going to roll.
I'm picking the Cardinals
Really?
just because I hate the Eagles. I really do think the Eagles are going to go undefeated and until they play my Cowboys next week, where they're going to get their first loss against us because we beat everyone in our division over and over again like we always do. But I'm picking the Cardinals just because I can't pick the Eagles to win ever.
Okay.
Sydney's here.
Yeah. There's my girl. She has a little pigtail. She's so cute. Get down here. There's lots of hot girls. That's exactly. This is like, do we get a prize because there's 20 people here? Do we get a check?
What?
20 people are here.
Oh,
Not for
yeah.
us. We do have a mini fridge we're giving away
Next
soon.
week.
Is it next week?
Well, I was going to do it today, but
Oh, well, we're giving away a Tanyan jersey.
yeah.
We have lots of good prizes. We should do the mini fridge. Like us, follow us, share us, get 5 people to follow us, and then you can win a prize. So we need to make you guys do more stuff than just like write your name on a ticket. I'm taking the Eagles. I'm not betting against the Eagles until they lose. All right, Monday Night Football is going to be one of the better games. Raiders at the Chiefs. Chiefs seems like they figured it out a little bit. I can't go against Mahomes and Kelsey. I mean, they are so good together. Nobody can stop them. Travis Kelsey, it doesn't matter where he's on the field. He can catch it low, he can catch it high. He's running over people. And then Mahomes is trying to figure out how to get it around. Tyler Edwards-Helaire looked pretty good at the beginning of the season. He's kind of fallen off a little bit, the running game. Or they're just not using the running game.
He scored a couple of touchdowns last week.
We had the little as Mahomes was a little thinking.
That's why I lost fantasy last week.
Mahomes almost looked like Tim Tebow out there with some of those passes. He has more short touchdown passes than anyone in the league right now. Because we're so used to him throwing to the cheetah downfield, for those 80-yard touchdown catches, and he's got more short touchdown catches. So he can figure it out. Oh, I don't have my guy. He's going to work, what do I have to work with? I'm going to work with him, and I'll do it this way. So I got to take the Chiefs in Arrowhead at home on Monday night in a rivalry game. They hate each other so much.
Yeah, the Raiders won last week. I mean, Derek Carr is, once again, just like we've always said, he's right in the middle of the pack, quarterback-wise.
He's probably 14.
He has some moments.
And I mean, I feel bad for Devontae Adams. Hey, the Packers could really use him. And the Raiders, cool, you can go in Las Vegas, but he's catching the ball. He's
First
losing.
down, 3 minutes left.
Josh Jacobs did have a really good game last week. Finally started. Hey guys, Matt Charity are here.
Matt Charity, what's up, guys?
Wonderful, good to see you. You guys sign up to win a jersey. Put your name in.
Bucks. I thought you were a Falcons fan. Why did I think that? Who's a Falcons fan?
Chip.
No, I thought there was someone else.
It looks like a Falcons jersey.
Oh,
that's
why I've always thought it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm thinking the Chiefs in this one. I can't bet against the Chiefs, especially after
I think of the Chiefs as well. Obviously, I think the Chiefs are going to be in the Super Bowl. Or them or the Bills, obviously, against my Cowboys, as I said.
Can you imagine if the Browns are 4-0, though? They would be playing, they would just be, have a great playoff. Well, 2-2 I'm happy with. Everybody's 2-2.
Cowboys are 3-1.
I mean, a majority of the teams in the NFL are 2-2 right now. The way they made the schedule was so weird. I feel like the last 2 weeks, it's like, look what shit games are they week 4 and week 5.
There's a ton of crappy games.
The worst week ever.
All right, here we go. We could stay on. We stay live with you guys during the end of this game. Big Bob Tonyan. We might be giving away a Bob Tonyan jersey. Maybe.
He had ACL, I think, last year. He had a season-ending injury around this time last year.
Hey, how you doing?
What's that? Look at my color commentating.
We got 2 Giants fans in here. I didn't know Giants still.
Odell Beckham jersey, so Giants jersey. That's all and Frank.
And Frank.
Eli Manning jersey.
Frank, who I beat in fantasy.
Playing Tom in fantasy today.
Well wishes to Tom. He's been ill
Tonzo?
and in the hospital.
Oh, well, Tom, we hope you feel better. We're sending you our love. You're a great guy. Tom's one of the best people I've ever met, actually.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
And his wife, Allison, super hot. Can't say that. Tom will punch you.
There's a
There's
two
a jersey. Where's your Bridgewater shirt?
I wonder if that guy has a concussion too.
Oh, I forgot to make this nugget here. So, speaking of the Packers, as we're in a commercial break, the Packers, did they tie the Bears last week? They tied the Bears last week for the winningest franchise in NFL history. The Bears have held on to that little nugget of greatness for so long. And then this week, if the Packers win today, if they lose today, it'll still be tied. But USA Today named the 1985 Bears the greatest NFL team in history.
Really?
Yes. 85 Bears.
Definitely should have been one of the 90s Cowboys. I don't know where. I don't know. All
right, I got another question for you. One of my fantasy football guys sent this out in your message. Random question, Frank. Who's your greatest running back in NFL ever?
Emmitt Smith, obviously.
I went with Sweetness, your boy Sweetness. I do really like Barry Sanders. I think if he played longer, he would. But I like that he retired early. It's cool. He was just screw the Lions, I'm out of here.
I mean, who has the most yards in NFL history?
I could have gone with Jim Brown too, my guy. That's what I said. I do like LaDainian Tomlinson though. Love LaDainian Tomlinson. One of my
What
favorites.
about Marshall Falk?
One of my favorite. No, because he beat Eddie George in that Super Bowl. Marshall Falk is good, but I like that Sports Center commercial when LaDainian Tomlinson's putting the mail away and you can't see through his little visor there. But yeah, he's pretty good.
Well, who has the most yards?
Ever? Emmitt Smith? So when I was in Vegas, he was doing a signing, and I think it was a Venetian, this little sports shop right in front. He was doing a signing. He was totally checking me out.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Packers are 1st and 10 from like the 12. Well, 15, I guess. See what's going to happen here.
Sorry for boring you guys, but if you don't have NFL Network, you're finding out what's happening.
Here's Aaron Jones. About 5. 7, maybe.
He's looking less and less like Eli as he gets older, isn't he?
You think he's looking less and less?
Yeah,
I think he's
yeah,
looking more and more.
That's the difference between drinking a Monster and drinking a Club Soda.
Is that what that is?
Yep. I'm hydrating after my
I'm
race.
drinking water.
I mean, thankful you guys can't smell me right now. I'm really grateful. It's not.
Smells great.
It smells great. Pheromones.
Oh, Aaron Jones ran into his own lineman.
So we got, it's not 3rd and goal though. We're about 9 yards line. And if you're watching us, come out to Twisted Tuesdays. It's our new thing on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
We're at Rafferty's. It's actually fun. We have a little chipping game. We got basketball. You got to throw the balls in the golf bags. It's actually pretty fun. I made it on my first chip.
Really?
I don't even know how to golf. Yeah, first one. We went prizes, games, hosted by yours truly. I have 2 days off work, and those 2 days I work here apparently. Newest Rafferty's employee here. 111 left, 32. Getting really exciting here.
Minute to go. Minute 11.
Now, do you think Aaron Rodgers has lost a little luster in his old age too? Or do you think he's just missing his Devontae Adams?
I think he's lost a little bit.
How many years even in the league? God, like
A lot.
15 at least?
Yeah.
All right, 32. We got Rodgers on the shotgun here.
7-yard line.
We got AJ Dillon lining up here instead. No Aaron Jones. Oh, back down. Almost intercepted.
4th down.
4th and 2. Each team still has 2 timeouts left. 4th and 2. A minute 4 left. And obviously you're going to go for it here. Oh, wow. You know, I was saying earlier, the Giants have beaten the Titans, they beat the Bears, and they beat the Panthers. Not a really good resume for the Giants there, but if they can go against the Packers struggle against the Pats. It's like a really good parity year in the NFL. Other than the Eagles, everybody seems. I think the Bills and Chiefs are obviously way above, and the 49ers with defense, but really, it seems to be anybody's game. Looks like the Giants are going to win this one. Each team does go 2 timeouts, but there's a minute left now. So the Packers are going to take an L. Well, let's make somebody's day and give away a jersey since these Packers fans are defeated. Watch Frank win it.
All Packers fans are.
No, tied. They're tied. The Bears are not second. They are tied with the Packers for winningest franchise in the NFL. Let's give away something.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We need the bucket. Jess's sister. Carl. All right. Sonia. Go. Here's Sonia. Is there a bell? All right. You guys are up to win prizes. Oh boy. Someone's going to get a jersey and someone's going to get the first prize ever. Sonia, you get to pick which mystery box you want first. You want mystery box A or mystery box B? A. All right,
you
now
go
you're
B.
B.
All right,
All
one,
right.
2, 3, open them.
Open up, what do you win? The worst prize ever, best prize ever.
Oh, signed Packers jersey.
Let's give her something else, Packers. We got some more Packers on.
Big Bob Tanyan jersey.
Oh, Josh wanted that. So Packers fan got the Packers jersey. That's good. A Packers fan also got the. Should we trade or something Packers for the Bengals stuff?
If we have something else,
I do have some more Packers stuff because it's a Packers bar. We'll be here next week giving away some other cool jerseys. It might going to be the Derek Brown jersey from, or whatever his name, Brooks, I don't know, from the Panthers.
We have
But
Minka Fitzpatrick helmet.
we do. That's going to be a good one, Steelers Bucks game. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for dealing with us. And I'm glad you can't smell me from where you're at. But let's go Browns. Let's go Tribe. Go Cowboys. And we will see you guys next week for the worst sports show ever.